Go public so it can show. Okay. Making sure it's not tripping. Hey, y'all. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Please drop them $ if you can hear me. Hey, y'all on Instagram. I'm trying to put y'all over here. If y'all can hear me on Facebook, please drop a $ or something so I know that you can hear me. $ if you can hear me. Hey, I hear myself. I hear myself. I'm trying to put y'all over here. If y'all can hear me on Facebook, please drop a. Let me turn that off. All right. So I guess y'all can't see me. Okay, good. Awesome. I say that every week. But you know, I gotta say that to y'all. So 1 second, and we're gonna get into this this payroll tax cut really quick. I want to make sure my Instagram is up, working good. All right. Okay, Instagram. So you guys should be back. All right. So keep saying reconnecting. Okay. All right. So anyway, happy Monday, everybody. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are blessed. So like I said, I'm not going to take a long time. I just want to tell y'all what's going on. If you have questions, please put them below so I can get to them throughout my little segment. Okay. So first of all, let's talk about the payroll tax cut. I know you guys have been asking about that, and it was just easier for me to just explain it to you than it is to try to type and explain. So starting tomorrow, which is September 1st, all the way through to December 31st. Hey, Latasha Nicole, I'm so glad that you're here too. Okay. So starting September 1st through December 31st, you should be expecting to receive more money in your paychecks. But, and there's always a but, okay? So the caveat to that is simply is up to your company that you work for. So if you don't know, you pay about 6.5% to Social Security, and your company pays about 6.5% also to Social Security, which gives about, like, I don't know, 12, 13% towards Social Security. So when they pay that to the federal government, that's what normally happens. Okay, that normally happens every 2 weeks. Your normal every 2 weeks when you get your paycheck. Okay, but what Trump is doing now, he has already relaxed the requirement. Okay, damn. Hold on, now I gotta go back on the Facebook so that this is live, so that people can send me questions. I just do not know why the internet likes to act up like this. So if y'all on Instagram, if y'all got any questions, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I would tag the person who did my hair. So you can hear me. Can you hear me, Latasha? Let me know. Okay. This thing is so stupid. So I apologize, y'all. This is embarrassing, and I don't like my stuff to be messed up. Okay. So let's go back to payroll tax cut really quick. So your company, your organization, who you work for, thank you guys for responding. They get to decide if they're going to stop taking the money out of your checks or not. So I have had a lot of people inbox me and say that the employer told them that this payroll tax cut is only for employers and not employees, and that is not true. The employers already got a tax break. They do not have to pay their portion of your taxes until the end of the year already. So they already got a break till the end of the year. And what happens is, come January, between January and April, same like our income taxes, that money your company has to pay back to the federal government. So what Trump is allowing them to do is to not take it out of your checks now. And when you file taxes in 2021, you can pay it back then. Okay. But if you quit your job, you leave your company or anything like that, your company is going to be on the hook for the money, which means your employer may come after you. So some people may experience that their employers will continue to take the money out of their checks because the employer doesn't want you to quit, and then they are stuck with paying that money back. So I'm hoping that everybody is going to be able to save some money. It's really not going to be a lot. Trump only did this because he was expecting to put some money back into your pockets between September and December. That will be equivalent or close to the $1,200 that you would have received with the stimulus. This does not mean that you're not getting a stimulus check. Okay. We really still are. I really believe that we still are. And I just believe it is a slow process, and this is election season. So every move has to be calculated from him on down. Okay. From the Republicans and the Democrats. So they are making us wait. But just to explain it to you guys again, and I'll make it short, you have to check with your employer to see if they are going to not take any taxes from you. Okay. They don't have to, but it's their choice to take it now. And you can, if they take the money from you now, you get it back. If they don't take the money from you, and I hope I'm saying it right. So if they withdraw the money if they take the money from your taxes, you're going to get it back. If they don't take it back, which is what you want, you'll have to pay it back at tax time. Okay. So that's pretty much how this payroll tax thing is going to go. So I hope you guys do understand that. And let me check really quick. I want to make sure you guys aren't asking me any questions and I don't see it. Okay. So I don't see it. All right. So that is pretty much what is going to happen with the payroll tax cut. So if you guys got any questions about that, please ask that below. You should definitely ask your employer if they're going to continue to take them out or if they're going to stop taking them. A lot of them are telling you that this payroll tax cut doesn't apply to you. It doesn't affect you. It does. That's not true. That is why Trump stated for it to be only for people who make less than $4,000 every 2 weeks. So the average person, I believe they did it based off like the lowest income person, which should save about, I don't know, $100, $200. It's not a lot of money, but he's trying to put some money back into your pocket by giving you more money per pay period than it would have been before. I don't think it's, I can't say if it's going to be worth it or not, but that's pretty much what is happening right now. All right. So again, like I said, if you got questions about that, ask. Let me check. I want to make sure again that y'all ain't asking me nothing and I'm missing anything. I know you guys are going to ask about the stimulus, and I'm going to tell you right now, as far as it comes to the stimulus, we are just on hold and everything is wait to see. Again, this is election season, so we don't know what Trump is going to pull out. We don't know anything. We are right now just waiting. So the only thing I can tell you guys to do if you are looking to put more money in your pocket is you stay up on your unemployment. Make sure you claim your weeks every 2 weeks. If you're here in Florida, so make sure you claim your weeks so you do not miss that, so it's not delayed. So far, we have 36 states who have opted in for the unemployment. So the unemployment money is going to pay you from August 1st. It's going to be 3 weeks from August 1st. Okay, so it's not even going to cover you in September, because we're hoping there's a stimulus package put in by then. So then they'll be able to back pay you from the time the state unemployment runs out, this new extended unemployment. So I hope you guys are following what I'm saying. But so you will get the back pay. It should you should receive your back pay for your unemployment around the middle of September, only because it takes a little bit for the money to get here, and then they got to process it to pay y'all. So the middle of September, you should be looking at receiving your back paychecks. Again, it's going to go from August 1st and then just 3 weeks forward. It is not going to be any further than that. Whatever stimulus package we get, it is going to back pay you for whatever the missed time. That's what we're hoping, that it's going to back pay you for that. Okay. And let me see. So we talked about the unemployment. We talked about the payroll tax cut. We talked about what you need to do for your stimulus. Look, again, I am posting as much as I can find about funding. So again, if you got rental property, you got a mortgage, or you got rent and you're behind, there's no reason for it. It's still so much money left out now that even the unemployment office, which is Department of DEO, I think it's Department of Economic Opportunity, even they are issuing or giving you information about where you can find money to pay your bills. So there's no excuse for anybody to not have any money to pay their bills, because it's out there. All you have to do is ask. And again, I'm always going to keep putting this up. I'm going to keep sending this to people all the time. Right here, please text your zip code to 898-211. This is United Way. This is everywhere in the United States. So you can text your zip code to them at any time, and they will tell you whatever other programs that are out there that may be harder to find. Okay. Again, the SBA, that business loan is still available. It actually got pushed up. The ending date actually got pushed up to December 14th is supposed to be the last date now that you can apply for that loan. So if you are not sure, or you thinking about it, you definitely want to put that out there. Let's see. So Simone, let me put that up again. I thought I did. I thought you guys can see it. So again, all you got to do is text your zip code to 898-211. You can just text that. They will immediately respond back to you and ask you, what are you looking for? And then all you got to say is rental assistance, utility assistance, food, whatever your situation is. All you got to do is text them, and they will send you all the links, phone numbers, and resources to what is in your area according to your zip code. They do not like you to ask them about more than one zip code at a time. So if you're checking for your family and friends, get all your information first, then text back later with somebody else's zip code, because they do not like sending you more than one thing at a time, because they got a lot of people to take care of. Okay. So Simone, I hope you can see the information that I put up. Okay. All right. Some people have been asking me about IRS and the tax returns. That has not changed either. You run into a problem with them, they're not taking care of you. All y'all got to do is call them. They are open. They open at 7 a.m. This is their number, 800-829-1040. I'm going to keep drilling these numbers into you guys, only because whenever this new stimulus package gets released, y'all gonna be hammering them down. Y'all gonna be calling them like crazy. Y'all gonna have questions. So write these numbers or a screenshot, whatever you can, to keep these numbers handy, because you are gonna need it. Not to mention, we're not even talking about tax time next year. We don't even know what's gonna go on with taxes next year. So you definitely need to keep that, because you are more than likely gonna have questions for them. All right. So, again, y'all got questions, ask. I like to, just check in here now to see if you guys got anything for me. You think I missed anything, Damaris? I'm trying to think. I think I went over everything for you guys. So payroll tax cut, unemployment, the stimulus, The money for the grants is still out there. Oh, well, here goes a couple things, a couple little fraud notes for y'all. All right. If anybody is calling you on the phone and saying that they're with any type of government agency, I just want you guys to know that they will not, any government agency, they will not ask you for your social security number over the phone. Okay. If you feel that somebody's calling you and it's not legit, you do not have to talk to them. You can ask them to send it to you in writing. You can ask them to email you. There have been a lot of people that have been getting caught up with these scams, and I'm trying to, warn you guys ahead of time so that you can be prepared when the next stimulus comes. Not even just the stimulus, even with the new IRS checks. So if you are someone who you got your tax return taken because your spouse was married, they're not married, they got child support issues, and the stimulus, tax return probably was taken too. But if the stimulus was taken because somebody had an issue with child support, the IRS is sending out checks to pay you for that. But that's only for individuals who filed an injured spouse form. If you do not know what an injured spouse form is, you got questions, all you got to do is just inbox me. I'll send you the link for the form so that you can fill it out, so that you can get your money. No sense of making them wait to pay you in January when they could pay you now when you need the money. So if your stimulus was taken and you're not sure if you are going to get anything back, you can easily fill out an injured spouse form to to claim your money. All right. So let's see. We got a question. Rashonda says, what's going on with the stimulus? Nothing going on right now other than we just gotta wait and sit on our hands and see what's gonna happen. Everything that you see online is clickbait. They only trying to get you to go and read an article. They're not telling you anything. The only thing that we know now is that they're still in negotiations. I'm almost certain they're on their Labor Day break, because that is coming up this coming weekend. So they are, again, not thinking about us like they should be. But remember that when you get ready to vote, okay? So we're just going to wait to see. I do believe it's going to be the same $1,200. Nothing's fancy, nothing special. All that $2,000 a month talk, that's going away. Because if you guys notice, the economy is slowly, very slow, but slowly opening back up. And it happened when the kids start going back to school. So once everything starts to get normalized and people get sick with a little bit of, virus, and everybody else is able to go back to work, a couple people stick in the hospital, they're going to think that everything is good, and they're just going to keep on opening up as you go. If you shop in Publix, take a look inside of Publix and look at the floors. You'll notice they don't even have the arrows for the 6 feet anymore. They have taken them up in certain stores. So they are letting you know slowly but surely we are coming back into the fold, which could be bad for some of you, because if we come back into fold too quick, they may say we don't need a stimulus. So we just have to wait and see. All right. So Simone says, if they denied you for the SBA, can you apply again? If they denied you, it depends on the reason you got denied. I got to plug myself. Y'all, I do have YouTube videos, and I do have a video on YouTube that tells you about all the reasons you can get denied and how you respond to each and every single one of them. So it depends on what you got denied for. If you get denied for any SBA loan, you cannot reapply like you did when you applied the first time. You have to go through the reconsideration process. But again, you handle that differently based off of what your denial was for. All right, Simone, so I hope I helped you with that. All right. Donna says, are we getting a new one? I'm assuming you're talking about a stimulus. We're hoping, we're waiting. We don't know. Okay, so we just got to wait to see, okay? All right, next one. What about the unemployment for the 300? So yes, we are getting unemployment for 300. Again, there are like 36 states that already signed on to pay the unemployment. Nobody should see that money until around the end of this week, early next week. Some places, some states are slated to pay it on the 3rd of September, some on the 8th, some on the 15th. It all is based off of your state. I'm telling people, I'm just telling everybody, wait till the middle of the month. That is when you should see it. I know people in Texas and Arizona, they already been paid their $300. So we are not getting the 400. And I want to tell you, Rob, really quick, you may care, you may not care. We're not getting the 400 because each state was supposed to be able to pay the extra $100 out of their own money from the state's budget. Okay, so that was a requirement. If you were to take the 300 from the federal government, you had to also pay the 100 to give each of you guys 400. But what happened is all the governors stated that they didn't have the money. We're broke. We don't have the money to pay right now, so we can only go with the 300 that you're giving them. And so the federal government just said, okay, we're going to relax these rules again. And they just decided to just give you the 300. But what they did to help you get that 300 was they lowered the amount of unemployment that you have to receive. So in Florida, the minimum you have to receive for unemployment is only $100 to be able to receive the additional $300 in federal unemployment. Okay, so remember that is only for 3 weeks, which is crazy. So that means you're only going to get about $900 extra a person to cover you, because it's 300 a week. After that, we don't know. And if you guys have noticed, I keep saying election time, and I say that for a reason, because if they're going to pay you in the middle of September for 3 weeks, give you a back pay or whatever, that's only going to hold you to October. Well, when is the election? It's in November. So everything that's happening is really just keeping and dragging us along until November. So pay attention to what is going on, because that is exactly what they're doing right now. Okay, they're just dragging this out. All right, so Angie said what was said about unemployment. I just came on, so I hope you heard that already, Angie. So I hope I answered your question. So you guys will be getting it. Just look forward in the next week or two. You'll see your back pay checks, and that's really going to be about it. So like I said, I don't want to keep you guys long. I know you got other things to do, and I always am appreciative that you guys tuned in. And I know you guys always hit me up with questions. Let me see. So if you're looking for grant money for your county, okay, I posted today. If you're in Florida, I posted today. The unemployment office has put a link up. The link is in the post. Just go to the link, find your county, and call that number, or email the person that they put on there, so that you can find out where the money is. So a lot of people have been asking me, can I apply for more than one program? Of course you can. You don't know where the money is coming from. One money could be coming from this charity. Another round of money may be coming from something else. So I would say apply for all of it. It's the same documents. It's the same forms. Just take those forms and put it with the new application and see if you get approved. Okay, that's all y'all got to do. So, Ty, I just, hey, you late, but I already talked about the taxes being taken out. They're not supposed to be taken out, but that is up to your employer if they choose to want to take it out of your check. So you have to ask your employer if they are participating in the payroll tax cut. I think it's crazy if they take the money out of your checks, but if they are, they're doing it because they're trying to cover their own self, because they want to make sure that you don't quit the job and then they're stuck paying that money back to the federal government, because somebody has to pay the money back. So I just think it's crazy. I mean, if they don't take the money out of your check, all you're going to do is get more money back in your tax returns. Okay. Now, unemployment checks are exempt from the payroll tax cut. Okay. Because you're unemployed. There's no payroll. There's no earned income. So that is exempt. You won't have to worry about taking any money out of that. But if you didn't pay taxes, you will have to claim that on your tax return. So I just want you guys to know that. So you will claim that on your tax return. And that 10% that they've been taken, or that they haven't been taken out, or they should have been taken out of your unemployment, will now be deducted at one time from your tax return. If you got kids, or you do a Schedule C, you claim a business, you probably don't care, because you know your tax return might still be okay. But I just had to let you guys know, do not expect these huge tax returns like we have been in the past, because it is going to be hit by all these different things that have happened for this year. All right. So that's just something to keep your guys' eye out for. So let me see if I got anything else. Let's see. Taquasia said, I hope I'm saying your name right, honey. I'm sorry. They need to pay people who have not gotten their taxes. They absolutely do need to pay out people who have not gotten their taxes. If you have not gotten your tax return, you definitely need to call the IRS. They are operating really, really slow, but it is really slow for people who had to update or correct their taxes. I feel really bad for you guys, because y'all whole thing got pushed all the way back. Okay, so but if you are not certain and you can't find your cell phone, where's my refund? Pick up the phone. They open at 7 a.m. Give them a call. All right. So Victoria says, what about the children on the stimulus check? If you easy. So if you not paid the $500 in the stimulus like you were supposed to the first round, all you need to do, okay, this applies to people who are non-filers, meaning if you are a person who does not normally file your income taxes, okay, you can go back into the system. IRS has a non-filer system. You can go back in there, and I think I got the link up here. Let me see. You can go back into the system and refile to get that extra $500. And the IRS doesn't mind if you do it more than one time because they want to make sure that they're not skipping you. So if you are a non-filer, meaning somebody who's been laying on their mom and daddy couch and they don't work or normally file taxes, or if you just don't normally file, or if you're a dancer, I mean, there's a lot of people, they just don't file taxes. If you're any of those things, you need to go back and file under non-filer so that you can claim the $500 for the child. Now, if you're a person who normally claims your taxes and you filed and you did not get the $500, you, my friend, will have to wait. They did not specify that they were giving refunds to those people now. They could, but if not, you're definitely going to get them at tax time. Okay. So, okay, Victoria, I'm glad you filed. So unfortunately, you are not in the pile of people that should be getting the checks in the mail any day now. But it doesn't mean don't look out for it. It just means that they weren't talking about y'all in the articles that I have been reading. So you might get it, you might not. And again, if you got your money, and this is for everybody, if you got your stimulus through a paper check, if IRS owes you any money, they're going to pay you through the paper check. If you got your money on that money card, keep that card, because if you don't, it is $7.95, I think, to get a new card, which is crazy. So keep that card, don't throw it away, because that's how you're going to get paid again. And the same for direct deposit. That's how you're going to get paid also. So make sure that you don't change anything. If you want, you can add informed delivery. That is through the USPS, United States Post Office. Add informed delivery. I keep telling y'all, spy on your mailbox. It makes no sense of not knowing what's in your mailbox before you get there. And it's a good way to know if anybody's been tampering with your mail. So you can just go to informed delivery. It's really, really easy. It's through the post office. It's free. And all you do is sign up so that they can start scanning your mail so that you can see what is coming to your mailbox. Okay. And that means if you get packages, they scan the packages too, or they'll let you know that there is a package coming. So that's a good way to spy on your mailbox and make sure that nobody's stealing mail out of your mailbox. Okay. So I ain't going to keep y'all again. I always say that and then still be on here more than 30 minutes or so. So I'm going to check again to see if you guys got any questions for me. Oh, Ty got a question about hazard pay. There's not going to be any hazard pay. There's not going to be any hazard pay. There's not going to be anything for emergency essential. The way that this stimulus thing is going and how the money is kind of the limit of the amount that they're trying to put towards this new stimulus is getting smaller. I don't see there being any room for any additional payments. So I would not expect to get any emergency essential pay this go around. Okay. The only thing y'all gonna be looking for is this free rent money that they are giving out. And if y'all got any questions about food stamps, nothing with food stamps either. As a matter of fact, the last month, which was August, was the last month that Florida is giving the max benefits. So we will see what happens in January. January. In September, DeSantis and probably the rest of your governors, if you guys are watching from other states, they're probably going to sign another eviction ban, and they're probably going to extend the pandemic EBT. So that still is up in the air. And I'll know for sure by next Monday's show. But if you follow me on social media, you will be able to see it because I do try to post every day. So again, all right, I got another question. Angie Brown says, how are tax time going to go if you didn't work and you receive a stimulus package? If you didn't work and you received unemployment, you're going to claim, I believe on unemployment, you're going to get like a 1099-G, if I'm not mistaken, and you're going to claim that on your taxes. As far as the stimulus goes, from what I've read, we do not have to pay the stimulus money back. We may have to claim it, though. I have seen the new tax form, and they do ask you if you received it. So you do have to check yes or no. Now, that's just a draft. That's just a draft form. So that form may not be the actual one that's going to come into play in 2021, but you may have to claim the stimulus, but it's not going to matter because they're not going to take it from you. It is a rebatable charge, so you don't have to worry about that, Angie. So if you didn't put in any money and you didn't take out any taxes for your unemployment, you're more than likely going to have to pay something back because you were paid and didn't pay any taxes. And so of course they're going to want that. Not to mention, we don't know what's going to happen with the payroll tax cut. So if you start working or whatever happens, you may or may not pay taxes. So we really aren't going to know anything about much of anything, golly, until the IRS puts out guidance. That's the only place or people that I really pay attention to is what IRS says. The government, Trump can say whatever he wants to say, but there's nothing written in stone until IRS says that we can do this, and they put out guidance so that the people know how to move going forward. So I wouldn't even worry about that. Okay, so Andrew, you didn't work, no unemployment either. So you really, when you file taxes, the only thing you'll be probably doing more than likely is just filing that you received your stimulus, and that's probably going to be it. So you don't have to do anything else. And gotta tell y'all, I'm gonna keep saying this, the census is not over. Make sure you guys take that census. I am so serious about that, because I can say I've looked at these counties, and there are some counties that are just flat broke and don't have any money. And there are other counties that have a lot of money. And a lot of that is dependent upon the census. If you guys are not being counted, if you're not giving your information, how can they put aside money for you and your family? They are not going to count you and your kids if you didn't put yourself in to be counted. So, stop thinking the government's trying to get all in your business or follow you or whatever people think. I know, especially us Black people, we got all these crazy thoughts about census. They're trying to be in your business and all that. They gave you a social security number. They know where you are, guys. They can find you. You don't have to worry about that. So if you want to make sure that you are counted, make sure that they put money aside for low income, for Black people, for veterans, for individuals who receive Social Security, whatever. If you want money put aside for you, go fill out the census, okay? So you could be counted, all right? So with that, I'm going to let y'all go. Have a great Monday. And again, I know y'all going to have questions, so all you got to do is inbox me. If you need other information, just hit me up, and I will do what I can, and I'll see you guys next Monday, hopefully with something on this stimulus, and hopefully some good news with more money. So, but if I left you guys with any questions, all you got to do is inbox me so that I can clarify myself. All right. So y'all have a good one. Take care. Bye. See y'all later, Instagram. Thank y'all for staying with me. Bye.